Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will journey through Warrior of the Light by Paulo Coelho. Warrior of the Light, a manual by Paulo Coelho, published in 1997, is a philosophical guide that blends allegory and wisdom. It offers reflections and practical insights for living courageously, embracing life's uncertainties, and striving for personal growth. The book is structured as a series of meditative entries, interspersed with parables, presenting the concept of the warrior of the light, an archetype for those seeking a life of meaning and integrity. Plot summary. A boy sits on a beach, captivated by a stranger's tale of a submerged temple whose bells, though hidden beneath the sea, still ring in the ocean's depths. The mysterious woman, cloaked in a veil, urges him to discover these bells for himself. At first, the boy hears nothing but the roar of waves and the cries of seagulls. Still, he returns each day, determined to unlock the secret. Months pass, and though the bells elude him, he learns to listen, to nature, to silence, to the rhythms of life. Finally, when he least expects it, he hears the ethereal chime of the submerged bells. The moment is fleeting but transformative, awakening in him an understanding of perseverance, faith, and unseen truths. Years later, now a man, the boy revisits the beach and encounters the veiled woman again. She gives him a blank notebook, instructing him to write of the warrior of the light. This warrior, she explains, is anyone who dares to embrace life's uncertainties with courage and grace. Though the man doubts his worthiness, she assures him that every person, in their struggles and triumphs, embodies the warrior's spirit. The warrior of the light embarks on a path filled with contradictions. He learns that courage often stems from fear, wisdom from mistakes, and strength from vulnerability. Guided by faith, the warrior faces battles both external and internal. These battles test his resolve, revealing that victories are not always measured by triumph, but by the lessons learned in defeat. He discovers that life's challenges are not curses, but opportunities to grow, refine his character, and deepen his understanding of himself and the world. The warrior must navigate the tension between action and contemplation. There are times to fight boldly, wielding the sword of purpose with precision and passion. Other moments call for stillness, allowing the heart to absorb the quiet wisdom of solitude. The warrior balances these extremes, knowing that both are essential for mastery of the journey. The warrior's life is steeped in paradox. He seeks love yet risks rejection. He trusts others but guards against betrayal. He walks paths both chosen and thrust upon him, always seeking to transform his circumstances into something meaningful. When faced with loss, he grieves openly but refuses to be defeated. He understands that to love deeply is to expose oneself to pain, but he embraces love nonetheless, for it gives life its greatest meaning. As the warrior grows, he learns to decipher the signs the universe provides. In the rustle of leaves, the laughter of strangers, or even the harsh words of an enemy, he finds guidance. Each sign reminds him that he is never alone. Divine forces and unseen allies walk beside him. Yet he remains vigilant, knowing that temptation often disguises itself as opportunity. He sharpens his intuition, trusting it as both a shield and a compass. The warrior's strength lies not in perfection, but in his willingness to confront his flaws. He is a flawed being, prone to doubts and missteps. Yet each mistake becomes a teacher, and every fall is an opportunity to rise with greater clarity and resilience. The warrior does not shy away from the darker corners of his soul, but faces them with honesty and humility. Through this, he discovers that light and darkness are not enemies, but partners in growth. The journey demands constant renewal. The warrior often feels weary, questioning the worth of his struggles. At times, he falters, unable to summon the enthusiasm that once fueled his fight. Yet he persists, knowing that the path itself, though fraught with difficulty, is sacred. Even in moments of despair, he clings to the belief that every trial serves a purpose, shaping him into the person he is meant to be. The warrior finds solace and strength in community. He surrounds himself with companions who share his journey, drawing wisdom from their experiences. Yet he is discerning, avoiding those who would drain his energy or sow seeds of doubt. He learns to cherish true friends while keeping a respectful distance from those whose intentions are clouded by envy or malice. Victory, when it comes, is celebrated not as an endpoint, but as a moment of renewal. The warrior rejoices, not out of vanity, but to honor the struggles that made the triumph possible. Each celebration fortifies him for the battles yet to come, reminding him that joy and gratitude are as essential to the journey as perseverance. The warrior's life is a dance of contradictions, moments of solitude balanced by camaraderie, bold action tempered by quiet reflection. He moves forward not because the path is easy, but because it is necessary. Every step, whether triumphant or faltering, brings him closer to his destiny, a destiny not of conquest, but of self-realization. As the warrior reaches the end of his tale, he stands on the threshold of understanding. He knows he is still a work in progress, a soul in constant evolution. Yet he embraces this, for he has learned that the journey, with all its trials and mysteries, is itself the reward. The warrior of the light walks on, not as a hero, but as a human being, ever striving, ever growing, ever listening for the faint chime of the bells beneath the waves. Looking for more great reads? Be sure to check out other books by Paulo Coelho. Find them in the description or on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Paulo Coelho's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.